Hello, this is Naren Motor of Timer. So, as the name suggests, this unit is used to turn off the motor after a stipulated time. So, the timings after which the motor should turn off can be set by the user. So, this particular product is suitable for monoblock as well as open well submersible pumps up to 2 HP. So, more or less all the domestic segment will be catered here. So this unit is very simple. So the advantage of using this unit is this doesn't require periodic maintenance like the water level controller, and also the connections are very simple, as in there will just be only 4 wires which I'll be demonstrating now. So apart from that, this is just one time this device can be just fit one time and you need not worry about the maintenance or any other thing, and the installation is also very simple. So by using this motor of timer, you can actually save the time for which you will be waiting to turn off the motor. Say for example, in many of other cases, we'll turn on the motor, wait for some time or wait for the tank to overflow before turning this off. So you can, if you can just calculate the number of minutes which is required for the overhead tank to fill up. Say for example, if you if you want to run the motor for around 20 minutes to fill up the overhead tank, you can set the time to 15 minutes and turn on the motor once. So as soon as you turn on, the time will be started, and after the set time the motor will be turned off. So this is widely used for people who just turn on the motor and then they forget to turn it off. So in all those cases, this motor of timer can be used, and by using this, the water can also consumption can also be monitored, or you can already actually save the quantity of water used in your house. So you can save on the water which is overflowing, and also the cost when it comes to installing the unit. Okay, so let me demonstrate the connections of this unit now. So as you can see here, this unit has 4 connectors. Yep. So here you go. The left 2 connectors are incoming line. The right connectors, connector number 3 and 4, is the outgoing connectors. So when it is a monoblock pump, so monoblock motor, it will have 2 wires, the load wires, which has to be connected to connectors 3 and 4. That is to the phase and neutral of the motor has to be connected here. Whereas the input for this particular unit, that is an Naren motor of timer, should be to connectors 1 and 2. Phase will be to connector number 1 and neutral will be to connector number 2. So please note, all the 4 wires should be the load carrying wires. That is, all the 4 wires should be of minimum of 1.5 to 2 square mm in gauge. So all the 4 wires going into the unit will be the heavy wires, that is the load carrying wires. So when it is the starter which you are connecting it to, so the connection which I explained to you right now was for the monoblock pumps. If you are using the open well submersible pump, then this is the connections which you will have to make. As I said earlier, 1 and 2 of this motor of timer, for 1 and 2 you will have to give the incoming phase and neutral, whereas the 3 and 4 wires which you are drawing here, this is the load carrying wire again, will be the input to the starter. Let me show you that also. So usually the open well submersible starter will be of this sort. Starter will have 5 connectors, wherein the first 2 are phase and neutral. The other 3 connectors are the motor wires. Say for example, the first 2 connectors are phase and neutral, the last 3 connectors are the motor wires. Okay, so this phase and neutral should come from connectors 3 and 4 of the motor of timer. I'll explain you more clearly now. So 1 and 2 for this motor of timer is coming from the main supply, and 3 and 4 from this motor of timer is going as the input to the starter. And when in case you are using this kind of a starter, this MCB should always be on, because turning on and off of this starter is controlled by Naren motor of timer. I hope the connections are clear. Now I'll explain you how to set the timings and how to run the motor for the stipulated time. Okay. So I'll be turning on the power supply right now. So as soon as you turn on the power supply, you can see the time here. So whatever numbers you see will always be in minutes. So the maximum number of minutes to which you can run the motor once is 99, because it has 2-digit display. So you can set from 1 minute to 99 minutes any time for which you want to run the motor. And setting the time is very simple. As you can see here, there are two buttons. One is next to the green increase arrow mark, one is next to the red decrease arrow mark. Okay, so this key, right hand side key, is used to increase the time, and the left hand side key is used to decrease the time. So if you want to run the motor for say around 15 minutes, so this is the time already set. If you want to change the time, you will be decreasing or increasing according to your requirement. Now I'll just be showing to set the time to 15 minutes now. I'll be decreasing the number. I'll wait till it reaches 15. So I'll wait now. Once it comes to 15, you just saw that blink now. So that blink is when the time has got saved. Let me demonstrate it to another number now. Let us set this time to 25 minutes. So I want to increase the time from 15 to 25. So what I'll be doing is I'll just be pressing this key, so I can see the numbers increasing. I'll wait till it reaches 25, and then I have decreased it. Yeah, 25, and I'm just waiting for some time, 2-3 seconds. Yeah, you just saw the blink now. So this blink is when the time has got saved. So let me just turn off the power supply. So I'll turn it on again. So the number will always be 25 now, because the number has saved. So now if I turn on the motor, turning on the motor should be controlled by this switch, which is here on the motor of timer. So this is a bell push switch. Once you press this switch, the motor turns on, and this time will be decremented. That is, after 1 minute, this time will become 24, 23, 22. It will get decremented, and it will go till 0. Once it reaches 0, that is when the motor turns off. So after the motor turns off, this number will again be set to 25, and the motor will be off. So next again you'll have to press this key in order to run the motor. Say for example, you've just noted down the time for your overhead tank to fill. It is around 20 minutes. Just set this to 20 minutes and turn this on. So after 20 minutes the motor will be off. And if for example, say you know that the motor is almost half full or 3/4 full, then if you want to run the motor only for 5 minutes, you can anytime change the timings. This is very simple, as I showed you. You can change the time, and you can just hit the on button. The motor will run for only 5 or whatever time you've set, and it will turn off. So this particular unit will be definitely useful for all the domestic segment, and I hope the requirement will be met. And I forgot to tell one more thing. So the maximum time here is 99 minutes, which is close to 1.5 hours. If for example in your requirement you want the time to be more than that, you can always reach back to us. We will definitely be able to redesign this particular unit according to your requirement. You can always reach us at 9972243774. That is my contact number. And I hope this video was useful and informative. Please get back to us. Thank you.